What's the hurry?
Adventure time!
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wang Sheng...
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him...
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went...
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Gold... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui... We had better go and make sure that...
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a
Off we go!
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? Oh, it seems that some of your friends...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have missed... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking?
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So, no, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you.
gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowd.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing. Indeed I was. The Gnosis which I had kept, that's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him to. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents.
In the end, the resolution to all that... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the... Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict... This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old tradition. All of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and you...
Huh? That doesn't...
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. Wreaking havoc and turning... If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Be that as it may. You've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the...
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the... Uncover that answer for yourself in your...
Ruined Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Adventure time!
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like...
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting...
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the cold.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
The Fatui? They certainly are.
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights...
Hear ye all! The Qixing, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow have rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how there's... Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh.
Off we go!
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an...
3,700 years of contract.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by...
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking...
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish...
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to...
Huh? Is she looking the...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient...
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa...
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. Roping you in was...
Why, you. If you were looking for someone.
Roping you in was possible.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying... Right, if the two of you can spare the time.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to... When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were... But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true Mor... I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true. But there is no journey that...
Paimon thinks that we should make a move.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue prefer to call me Rex...
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical foci.
That's how people
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's...
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessing?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely...
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage, 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this club. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop... I hinted as much to the Adept. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever... All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well, then...
Oh, ow!
Everything.
Where did that come from? Benny's adventure. Team assemble!
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. My favorite place is the chicken. I mean, the kitchen. Ugh, I practice so hard, but I still get nervous when introducing myself. Everything's ready.
one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go!
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Or not.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new
Ow! Where did that come from?
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already.
We built the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building material.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can...
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, Nevertheless, I do have a few matters. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been... They are as follows. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm...
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone, Adepti Sigils, serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connection, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. You may ask me anything. And
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other...
No. We better move quickly, or this...
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am...
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run it. Then we'll never be short of Mora ever...
Of course. But how much information... The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the build... I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site and... Remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on! First we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It's him.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see... As it happens, we have some information.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those?
I've already told you. I don't need your... If you still can't grasp that...
Come on, ma'am. You seem... It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your...
I won't...
No more excuses! I know you have. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue, but here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent...
No, don't.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against...
This is Liyue Harbor. There are a lot...
Laws? No. Apparently not.
Really?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten...
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything...
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usual...
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you... Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor. Where does she fit in with the...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope...
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
She's real...
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large quantity of...
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch... If Paimon had enough, Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go!
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains?
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out and now we're probably...
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was...
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you... Were you interested in the contest?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no... However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier.
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesome...
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, we simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us.
Vito! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigil.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baiju? What are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me,
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume...
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it,
Try.
Who's Chang the Nun?
A book collector who lives in Chingsa. He was a regular customer here.
Did somebody say out of print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Jingsa and pay a visit to Chang the... My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Time flies so fast. Before you know it, Lanternight's almost here again. The people of Liyue must have already started preparing for the most important festival of the year, right? Hopefully Paimon will be able to check out tons of great food again this year.
Auto reconfiguration.
Anyway, let's go to... Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first. Huh? Xiangling? What a...
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late? I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights. You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea.
However...
I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave...
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the... Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet...
An astute... Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list.
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but...
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in...
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you.
Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore. Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has gotta get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune...
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the...
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one. These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there. Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm...
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician. I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor. But then I became captivated. Just now I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always... Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind... As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to...
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be...
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Pun. You're welcome. Mmm, so tasty. If only there were more. Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems... As for Fontaine's cooking, though... It's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence Tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a fest... At least, all the main organizers share this goal. It's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from...
Oh, I love listening to stories. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from... The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travel. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard, even in that life and death moment. The ethereal music seized his full... When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from... Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left. Without... My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, in the end all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance. Before at last, once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like the story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long...
Wow!
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking... I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something...
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand. Hyman, too! It's like... Imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well, and so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I...
Oh dear. Well, How about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see... I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the chief, if you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Wow. Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Right after all, it only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the...
Great! Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Hey everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvorak, right?
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
It feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to...
Is that right? So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the...
A Lantern Rite Music Festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite Music Festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now...
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones...
Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion. That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xingyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rack Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay, but the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xingyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will.
You've got this, Xingyan! So about the senior of yours Xingyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know?
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that. Whoa, what's happening over there? Can we take a sneaky peek? Huh? Can we?
Rest assured, the Qixing's tough.
Ah, children, come, come.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, no, no. In fact, my old friends and I have been put...
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very... When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend... That simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, It is a pleasure. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace the teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using.
So, in the eyes of an...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other... but that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
That's right! Finding stuff...
Oh, settle down now, children. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the... You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. And if you were lucky, but almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the goodness knows if that...
Well, since you're in
yes.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor?
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the honors. This, Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the travel.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the... before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have... Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two... You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You see...
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. And then after that they had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you...
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for smaragdus jadeite. I couldn't...
Is that so? Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we... Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Krustle. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal query. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya, so I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on... Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it...
Wow, best we...
Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, Miss Yanfei.
Wait!
No, I'm not. The contract. In return, I included a clause.
Guaranteed genuine?
Of course. This way.
In that case.
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Mr.
Oh, whatever shall I... Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Miss? My associates and I are...
The hairpins. I don't know how... I spent so much money on them. We now have a big banquet. That's what the hair... But now that I've lost...
Why does...
Would you really...
Hold on.
Huh?
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said true.
Right. I finished reading. Furthermore, and given the rare...
Even higher. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However...
Did you really have to pause before... Whichever way you look at it...
Except that if we found the...
Please. However much it is, now that it's come to...
Yes, legally. So hold on a moment.
What did I feel? My family has...
Smooth to... No, it's nothing.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, You lost them!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly, I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our
Mora! Do you have any I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't...
No problem. But before I can give... It was in fact genuine...
Of course!
All right, understood. I'll conduct some
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hair?
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be
What do you mean?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, I don't know if Granny told you this, but if mere mortals come into contact... Mr. Chow, did you at any...
No.
Now that is if I've deduced correctly, he may...
If that's the case, we should go
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way... And then, after that, he would simply insist that... Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share...
Well then, Since you're so...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But for...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for It feels like, yeah.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Anywhere commissioned, but not bound by...
I understand.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. And I'll also need your signatures on paper.
This contract has so many pages.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and...
I've had to read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how... I don't believe you have been part of an investigation.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry. Also, the idea of someone abused... But again, let's not dwell on this. Ah, I've got it. If Mr. Crossell had his...
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh! Surely not...
No, nothing of the sort.
A Snezhnayan... I do that was the first time I'd ever encountered it. He was quite generous with his money, too. Why, yeah...
Thank you, sir.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive... Yes, I've heard it said...
A thin layer...
If you must see for...
Is that... So, did you find anything? So they really are different.
There's nothing special to it. It just so... These two stones, there may be only a... And...
All right, let's...
But, never mind.
Unusual action...
Miss Yunfei.
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course.
Oh, this document...
Yes?
I wouldn't say there's...
With this hard evidence to bet...
On the contrary, this is far... If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it!
Well, that was quick.
Because lots of people come to... As you know, Liyue... But the amendments, as such...
So you helped them make...
Yes, well...
You...
You sound surprised. Oh, this has enough...
Again with that...
Well, that's that then.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I just like to make...
Oh, Miss Yunfei, it's you. Has something happened?
Have no further trouble from then on? Has a merchant...
Crossell, the design of this order was on hold for a very long time.
Doesn't seem like
Miss Sinksy.
Yes, I'm Mr. Crossell. I also kept a copy for my own records. See, the inlaid gems...
Thank you, Sinksy.
Sure.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Why is everyone's first reaction...
I believe we have a...
The weirdo?
Because once we have this...
The key here is consumer psychology.
is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern ride, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour.
Master! Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival!
An old lady like...
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you... For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or...
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can all times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look...
Hear, hear! I do believe that. My own dear grandmother...
Goodness gracious! You're all being
Master, you're in such a great mood!
Oh, well, I'm sure you must...
Thanks, Madam Ping! We'll see you at...
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet also, these dried genshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's... I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not...
Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized...
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work. And that... Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah! Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? Did Paimon go... It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon...
It may...
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not... The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to... It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one
All very valid points.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, yes, Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some... As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the... Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Li...
Oh, yes, certainly.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, I'm good at taking care of people, so...
Wow! Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's...
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I could... Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else?
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm rocking my...
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. Oh, perfect timing. We were not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You must...
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before,
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together!
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so... Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a...
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing. For a musician, music will always be the language they are... Oh, that. That can wait for another time.
Oh.
Ganyu? What?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have...
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if to tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specific...
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Leo, but if it's a person you're looking for, then
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to her network and try to find the person he... How's your workload at the moment?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I... Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended...
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from...
Be it but 3 moons from the start. He who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a health...
In that case...
Alright, I can...
If you have the time, would you join? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. Okay, then let's meet back.
What's this space, Mr. Dvorak?
You're all so helpful and...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come. It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what the...
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stuff...
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come...
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the... I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, but I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the...
I understand. In that case,
Yeah, Kuching. You're busy enough as it is. There's a ton. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is...
With the Traveler on the case, it's... Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation.
Will do. And say hi to me.
You have my thanks, too. Stay safe and come...
Good luck.
strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly get...
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explain. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
The stuff but...
Pack everything up nice and carefully. Don't drop anything.
This place is completely empty. The doors and the windows are all... How strange. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but...
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theory?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us.
Why would I make this more difficult for you?
Okay, well... Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well? Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is... Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable. The bandits were eventually brought to justice. But whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in. The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well... Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit...
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down. Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Huh. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch. Come on, let's run.
Hey! Who are you? Where?
The evidence is Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you should.
Quiet, curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all, but there's no going back now. Better up my game.
Gotcha.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender!
Tell us You have one chance, and I'm warned.
I won't, I swear! You know, so... Lantern Right's nearly here, and I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about—
No, not at all.
Okay.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. But they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition. It'll be like it was never gone. Please.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them. You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of—
You mean—
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to— There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from—
What is it?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information. So play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to any— You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yeon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the milk. Because Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music, and most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again! Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event reward.
That's great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang...
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be...
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom... Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for... But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the... Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always...
Whoa, you're already thinking...
Well, we can discuss... I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you were...
Yeah, it looked like a goose.
Sea Gazer. I believe your... Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen hero... If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the...
Oh, they're gonna love them, Paimon. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to...
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. know you were such a slacker. What's the hurry? Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
The show's about to start.
What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
That's what I call treasure. Oh. Benny's Adventure Team Assemble!
Or not.
Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it!
world do those symbols really mean?
The sound of the ocean waves.
What in the world do those symbols really mean?
The sound of the ocean waves.
Don't be scared!
Everybody stand back! By royal decree, let's light it up! Off we go! Adventure time! Go in!
Oz, reveal thyself!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Hit?
By royal decree, let's light it up! Ha! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stay put!
Let's light it up! Benny's adventure team, assemble!
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Thyself.
Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
Job.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
No rest for the wicked.
Don't be scared!
Let's light it up! Off we go!
Going in!
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
I got careless.
By royal decree! You, Blade! You're up!
Off we go! Extreme work! Huh? Ow! Let's light it up! Ha! Off we go!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Ready, go!
Don't get frostbite.
Oz reveal by...
Everybody stand back!
By royal decree! Stay put!
Dodge this!
Let's light it up!
Freeze!
Uruguay, you're up!
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Where did that come from? Let's go find some treasure. Oh, ow!
One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and
Oh, ow!
Add astra.
I just like to make people smile.
Adventure team, assemble!
What should I try this time? Try your luck betting on Jade?
Adventure time! Adventure time!
Now I have more. One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and ah. 1, 2.
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck.
What's happening?
The opposite is...
Rise. Life goes on.
Stay put!
Rise.
Where did that come from?
Flicker. A process of elimination. Here you are. Defract! Process of elimination. Scatter. Defract! Here you are. How bold.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
A process of elimination. Flicker.
everything's ready. Let's go!
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Lament! Here! Worthless! Here! Here!
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Oh, ow! Oh, ow!
My experiment will succeed. Animal test 6308. Ta! 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 Ki! Ta! Ta! Stand clear. Hup. absorption test.